Hello guys, my name is Abhimanyu and in this video I'm going to tell you about how to install Active Directory in Windows Server 2016. Okay, so first of all I would like to tell you about what is Active Directory. Active Directory is a set of objects, you can say a set of rules that are available in Windows Server from 2000 to 2016, that is used to manage object like users, computers, and groups. That is that is a centralized set of protocol to manage all the computers and user for apply a particular rule and particular permissions, and that's it. So in earlier version of Windows Server, that is a 2008 and 2003, the u we have to use DC promo command, but now in 2012 R2 that is not available, and in Windows 2016 server, let's try its DC promo is working or not. No, this is not working. So we have to go in server manager, this is, and have to install the rules. So let's start. As I told you in a last video that you can install the all the rules from here, and also from here, sorry, from here, add rules and feature. Okay, so this is the first window that comes when you start to add role and a feature, and then again you have to press next. That is a two option, that is role based and feature based installation. Configure a single server by editing rules. That means you have to install all the like any role, any feature on the current machine that you are using, that you are on which you are logging. And in again that is a second option for remote desktop service install. That means you have a remote login, and that new Windows server, that is 2012 and 2016, are providing a feature to manage remotely in a single dashboard. So there is an option to install multiple like remote location, remote desktop service installation. Okay, so let's we have to start from this role based and feature based installation. Next, select server from the server pool. Like if you have not remotely server added in your dashboard, then you have all the server are will uh, showing there. Okay, so in this, at the current moment, there is only one server, that is our currently machine, so we have to next on this server. Okay, so these are all the rules that are in a Windows Server 2016. So currently we have to install Active Directory services, and this is Active Directory, just this one, Active Directory domain services. But there is you can see there is a lots of option, that is Active Directory certificate service, Active Directory federation service, Active Directory lightweight directory service, Active Directory light right management service. So I will explain it in a single video about about the these are all the types of Active Directory. So currently in this video we just going to install Active Directory, that how can be installed, and all the process that I have to follow in this video. Okay, let's start. So these are the features that are like compulsory to install with the Active Directory feature. So that's add features, and now you have to go for next. Okay, here you can, like, if you need any feature, then you can install here. So I think currently I did not any requirement, so that time I just go through. Okay, you can install here SNMP, that means simple network management protocol. I created this video on this also with the details what was exactly he is working and what's the role of SNMP. So you can watch this video in a in the last of video with this I will show you the link for the particular video. Okay, so let's start. So you can see here that NetFrame, that is Net Framework 4.6 feature is auto selected, and the group rules policy management is also selected, auto selected. Remote server administrative tool auto selected. SM, that is used for file sharing protocol, it is also auto selected. And Windows Defender feature also selected, and Windows PowerShell. Okay, first of all, I just do the next. You have to do one most important word, that is ncpl, ncpa.cpl. If you are a network engineer, yeah, you are a system admin, then you have to know about this command that is used to open network panel. So first of all, I have to unmark this and set a static IP for my server. Like in this video, I'm using 1.55. actually is my favorite IP address for a server, that is okay. Here I use loopback IP address. As you know, if you don't know about this, you can watch all the my networking series from the starting. Okay, that's okay, and close. So now I have a static IP in my system, so I can start for the installation. Next, okay, you can see Active Directory Domain Service, that is ADC, store information about users, computers, and others often the network to help to help ensure that user can still log on network. In the case of server outage, install a minimum of 2 domain controller. That means if you are going to install domain in your system, then you have to be consider 2 domain, like one is domain controller and one is secondary domain controller, like that you can say that is one is primary domain and second is secondary domain. Okay, so now there is a two option. One option is also available there, that is learn about more Azure Active Directory Service configure Office 365 Azure Active Directory Connect. That means if you are using Exchange, you are using Office 365, so you can directly connect your email any your Exchange server with your Exchange server with your domain server. So any that kind of need is not here, so we have to next. And these are the rules, okay, that going to be installed. So I will set here start yes. That means if server needs to restart during the installation process, it will be automatically installed, you don't have to do anything. Okay, so let's get start install. Okay, so now the service is going to install in the system. Till now I will one more thing, you should change your system name before you are doing this. Okay, here you can change, like this time you have to go in my computer properties and there is a change setting and change. So I will put the name server 2016. Okay, fine. It's start letter when it's a restart, it will automatically change your Windows your system name. So installation is going on. After that, one window will open, that are basically for Active Directory Domain Service. I will create a new video on this, like what is FSM roles and FSM operation, and what Active Directory is done in actually was the, like in that topic I will create a video that I will explain what's the need of Active Directory and what is what's the role are happening on DC and ADC. So you can just subscribe the channel and watch the space for more. So now that is done and all the installation are run. Promote it, you can see here, promote this server to a domain control. That means you can directly now that system has been installed Active Directory, and you can promote the servers to a domain controller. So if I can close this, and I can also uh, open the window for this installation of Active Directory, and also from here you can do the same. Okay, so promote the server as a domain server. Okay, so the main thing is that actually I would like to restart the machine because I changed the name of my computer in the name of my server. So let's restart once machine and we'll catch you. Now we are back on our system. So and it's logging. Okay, use your password what you have mentioned. So चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं. तो हमारा सिस्टम जो है स्टार्ट हो गया है and it's running. So guys, you can subscribe my channel because I try to upload many videos and on the new technologies. So I just prepare myself and prepare everything, but also going on series. So that time I'm uploading video on Windows Server 2016. So you can subscribe me for all the upcoming videos. That's be a great start to subscribe my channel, because that I'm requesting you and telling you about subscribe the channel. That is only one benefit, that it's give me a strength and it's give me a power. Some peoples are like my video and they want I would upload new videos. That's why I'm telling you the subscriber, because if I've gained subscriber, then it's a very uh, lucky to work on YouTube. I will that is inspired for me. So let's start to promote this server as a domain control. Okay, so you can that is the first tab, deployment configuration. So in this, select deployment operation. That is, first is add a domain controller to an existing domain. That means if you have a domain in your network, so you can add this server to as a domain controller. And if you add a new domain in existing force, that's the different thing. If I will create a new video like that is there. I just explain what is the domain controller and what's the role of existing forest and what is the forest and what is the domain tree. So I will explain in the next video. No issue. Okay, now we change the name. Okay, so there is add a new domain into an existing forest. Like if you have a running forest and you are going to add a new domain in your system network, that is a second option for that. If you are creating a first domain server, then you have to select this option, add a new forest. Okay, let's start. So root domain name, that is xyz.com. Okay, fine. Next. So there is a feature option. forest function level and the domain function level. The forest function level is like the set of rules that are created for a forest functional, like you have to create some specified permissions, some specified rules for the user that you are implement on the forest. Then if you have all the domain, many domains in your forest, that is all applicable on the whole forest, and the functionality will work on the same as the for functional. And in this there is one more important thing is that if you choose Windows Server 2008, that is the first option, you can upgrade your forest level till 2016. So if you have some concerns, some issues, some doubts, then you can just use the older version of forest level, and you can also change the and you can see a domain function level is only 2016. If I mention there is a this. If I mention this, there is this. So that is the only dependency on you, that what's the feature you are using. If like I will show you that if I use this, then I can uh, upgrade my functional level to direct Windows Server 2016. If I'm using this service like Windows Server 2016, then I did not have any option to degrade my active directory. So I'm going this video like I'm on this server, I'm just using Windows Server 2016 functionality function level. So basically our main concern is install active directory in 2016 as a new forest new domain controller. Okay, so that is the domain controller capabilities. Like these are the function are mandatory to install, that is domain name system, that is a DNS server, and global catalog. I will create for a particular video for a global catalog to understand what is the use of global catalog. Basically I will tell you there, global catalog means like you are using your domain name that is implemented on a global catalog and use the DNS service to access your outside network and manage your ARPM, ARM, address resolution management for your local network. So here you should start set the password. Okay, so do the next. A delegation for the DNS server cannot be created because the authority pattern is cannot found. Okay, so that is net bios name. Net bios name, like if you ever seen in any domain network, so you can see like this is XYZ. Any that means any that when user login window have come on the screen, there is showing XYZ. Okay, next. Here you can change the path also for your windows. So I have only C drive. So next, that is all configuration has been done. So if you want to save this, you can save, because everything that like domain name is xyz.com, net bios xyz, forest function level is 2016, global catalog yes, DNS server yes, create DNS no. Okay, all the sys volume folder, log file folder, database, so all the details are there. You can copy this also. So I don't have any requirements. So next, so it's verifying prerequisites is for domain controller operation. It's take about yes, all the set to go. install. Till I pause the video that installation has been done. So installation is going on. Is configuring the DNS server services, and it's done. It's like our remote. So it's going to restart close because it's logging with the domain name. Let's I will showing you. Because we promote this server to as a domain controller in our network. There is all the function, 5 function of FSM operation rules are working on this server currently. It's applying computer settings because of Active Directory. It's taking little bit time, so just patience and wait. Till now you can subscribe my channel. So now your system is ready to log in. Yes, as I told you, the network name, that is XYZ, you can see here, that is the domain, and administrator is the user account, and the password is the same that you have used in our last login. It's login on preparing window. It's take a little bit time because there is a first time login in system. After now it's a domain controller in your current network. So you can watch here about the role that has been installed in the system. As we can see here also going in a Windows as message tool and Active Directory. You can see here all the Active Directory functions, Active Directory users and computers. So in notification we can check the role has been installed successfully. Let's take a little bit time to update. So as you see it's updating. It's yes, as you can see here now 3 tabs are available here. There is ADS, DNS, file and storage services. So as we open Active Directory here, so that's the domain. This is your Active Directory function. All everything is available here. Users, domain controllers, that the server is the domain controller, DC type, global catalog, built-in computers, no any computers right now in this. So thank you guys. That's the total installation of Active Directory. So in next video I will explain about Active Directory, like what is Active Directory and what's the function are working on that. So be connected with the channel and subscribe the channel, and also press the bell icon to get the notification when the Windows is upload on server. Thank you guys. We'll meet in the next video with a new topic. Thank you. Bye bye.